happened back in 2012. We're live inside the cavernous Lone Depot Park in Miami. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Cody Pote, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a really solid season, and what shows me that more than anything, solid 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, and if he continues to do that, he'll pitch really well in this one.
So here's Jeff McNeil, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For the man, the second baseman, number 6.
First pitch on the way. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Manny B, we've got a team here that's been playing some pretty good baseball. They're not quite in first place yet, D-Row, but they're playing good, and they'd like to stay competitive through the month of May.
Yeah, they've played okay. Let's be honest. They've hit okay. They've pitched okay. They're capable of much better than this, but it's early. We find ourselves just in the early phases of May. Ride it out and find a way to get hot.
Outside, 2-1. Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Bouncer to the left side, scooped up, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Hero, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves. Line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
He's set. Here it comes. Brandon Nimmo comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Off speed pitch, just missed inside. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. Popped him up. Panic has room in foul territory. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting first, the left fielder, number 2, Dominic.
Next to dig in, Dominic Smith. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. Just starting things out here in South Florida. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. It's the Mets nothing. Marlins coming up. You're watching MLB Network. Carlos Carrasco gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Now in the box, Jazz Chisholm. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
2-1.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Having a little trouble finding the zone to start the night. It's always deflating to walk the leadoff guy in a game, so we'll see if he can initiate some contact here.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
3-2.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Nimmo patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Batting second.
We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte. And you can see great numbers over the past few games. Here's the first pitch to him. Lays off 1-0. Now here's the pitch. In for a strike. It's 1-1. One out, nobody on.
That's
2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1.
Hey!
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting first, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Next to stand in is Jesus Aguilar. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Behind 0-2 now.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. Second inning set to go, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
He's
first pitch of the AB on its way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
Nope, that's the ball. 2-0.
Here's a pop-up now. Rojas has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting fifth, the right.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto as he hits one on a line to left field. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Two balls and two strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
And he fouls this one off. No score here as we play inning number 2. And another foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Popped straight up. Poche shading to his right. Oh, and they botch this one as it drops in the infield.
I'm sure the boys on the bench appreciate that, AB, right there. Grinded out an 8-pitch at bat and was able to be successful and deliver a hit for the team.
J.D. Davis the next to bat as we take a look at the splits between April and May. He's set and the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Swinging a shot toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
The catcher, number 33.
And stepping in, James McCann. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Now here's the first offering. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
Down the first baseline. But this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Conforto at second. Lindor on at first with 2 down. 2-2 to the Mets catcher.
Now 2-2. This is the pitch where you want to attack the zone. If you go 3-2, then you put the runners in motion.
Even at 2-2. The pitch.
We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
High in the air out to center field. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. 2 left for the Mets. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready now for the Marlins, Adam Duvall. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so.
Adam Duvall.
From the stretch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Carrasco pauses. Here's the 0-2.
The count is 1
Yanked
and
the
2.
slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Here's the first pitch. Jorge Alfaro is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
0-1's the count.
Bottom of the second here with no score. And he falls behind 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Again, another foul ball. Base hit, line drive into the corner. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
So now to the plate, Jesus Sanchez. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He comes in at 262 on the year. 2 home runs and 11 RBIs. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Two-0 count, the pitch. swinging. Strike two called, and it's even at 2-2.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks the zone again.
Fouled off. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Smith is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. Now at the plate is Miguel Rojas, and you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. First pitch on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. Conforto gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. One left for Miami. We'll move to the third with no score. So here now is the pitcher, Carlos Carrasco. 9-1-2 due up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in two count, and the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First delivery to him. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Behind 0-2 now. Now the pitch. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number two. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Throw over to Aguilar at first will take care of him to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back. The Marlins are set to hit here in the third inning, and this offense has certainly not disappointed this year. Entering the day, they're among the best teams in the league in avoiding the strikeout. I asked one coach about that earlier, and he said it's not something they harp on too much with the players, but they do have a lineup full of guys who want to compete on every pitch and who have great bat-to-ball skills. He added, not every team is so lucky to have that kind of makeup. Guys?
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Joe Penn. First offering on its way. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Cody.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Cody Pote. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
The 1-0.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
The 1-1 home. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box now, Jazz Chisholm. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0.
Ball, that's inside.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hey. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. On a swing, and he popped him up off to the left in foul territory. Davis has got it, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Stepping in once again is Dominic Smith. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in the game.
So here's Pete Alonso as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
And there's the first strike, 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Inside, he misses ball 4.
And don't forget, he gave up a long ball earlier in this inning, so you can understand why he wasn't too aggressive with him there. When he got him to 3-1, he wasn't too anxious to challenge him.
So the next to bat will be Michael Conforto, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Alonso gets his lead at first, nobody out. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Fielded by Panic. There's one. On to first, and they turn the double play. Now at the plate, Francisco Lindor, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Been a struggle for him hitting from this side. And as a switch hitter, you really hope for some more consistency from both sides of the plate. But that just hasn't been the case for him batting lefty against these good right-handers.
1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. The Mets. Stepping up is Starling Marte, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Starling Marte.
Carrasco pauses. First pitch on the way. The 0-1 delivery. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Conforto is there to put it away for out number 1.
Up next.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Now it'll be Jesus Aguilar. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
High in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 14, Adam Duvall.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Adam Duvall, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. He's set, and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch, strike 2.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel, because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. McCann is there, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We played 4 full. The Mets are out on top, 1-0. New inning set to get underway, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
First delivery to him. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Now the 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
The 0-2 home. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
In now, James McCann. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. The 0-1 on its way.
1-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Ball.
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a
That's
fastball
inside.
well off the plate inside. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 3-2 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey, sometimes you get lucky right there. It looked like a 3-2 pitch out of the zone. Could have got on base via the walk, but he wanted a knock instead.
Into the box, Carlos Carrasco. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front, but he was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The set and the 1-0.
Hey.
Carrasco over at second. McNeil at first, 2 out in the inning. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly on the first. And the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets, but they're up 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. So now here is Jorge Alfaro. He doubled his last time up.
And that's been their only hit so far in this one. They've been dealing with some really great pitching in this game.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Comes set with the 0-1.
1-1.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. And there's one down now.
The left fielder, Sanchez.
Next to hit, Jesus Sanchez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Here's the 0-1.
Nope. Ball one.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Swung on and chopped to third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Next, here is Miguel Rojas. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball one.
The 1-0 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They trail this one 1-0. Now to bat, Dominic Smith, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work just picking apart the corners.
The 0-1 on its way. Lifted down the line in left. Panic is over to take a look at it, and that will end up a foul ball. One and two to Dominic Smith.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Oh, and this drops in the infield.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, Giro, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Pete Alonso is at the plate as he watches ball one. In the air down the line in left. Sanchez will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
At the plate now is Michael Conforto. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
And that's taken for strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this is going to be a foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Grounded to third. This could be 2. Oh, and he can't come up with it. One there.
Now back, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Now back, third baseman.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
To the plate now, J.D. Davis. Line drive base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Number 33, James.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Stepping in now, James McCann, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready with the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Next up is Carlos Carrasco. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. John Curtis will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. John Birdie will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Now the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lindor at third. Davis on second. McCann on at first with 2 down. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
He's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Here's Joe Panic to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and the curveball hung a bit as this is lined into left, a leadoff single. So only the 2nd hit he's given up tonight.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
So now to the plate, John Birdie. Ball 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 1 home run and 3 driven in. The 1-0.
Hey.
Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
Set. Here it comes. Jazz Chisholm is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
0-1. Here's the pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
Yeah.
Fastball called strike. 1-2. Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And the runner back easily. Runners on first with one down. And there he goes towards second. In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Here's Starling Marte. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Over to first, and that retires the side. Marlins lead 1. They trail it here 2-0. Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball rolls softly to second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
At the plate now, Brandon Nimmo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. One out, nobody on. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Dominic Smith will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. 0-1. Now the 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Mets, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Now at the plate, here is Jesus Aguilar. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Jesus Aguilar.
Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. McCann is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Aguilar is retired, and there's one away.
the right fielder, number 14.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Adam Duvall. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, pretty impressive if you ask me. So many times you beat a sinker into the ground, you end up grounding out to third. You're running down to first base, and you're so upset at yourself. At least he got under the thing. He knows his bat plane is pretty decent.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Jorge Alfaro.
So next to bat will be Jorge Alfaro. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. The fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
The 1-0.
Ball 2.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-0 on the way is taken, strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Alfaro in front, 3 balls and a strike.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Called a strike, and it's full 3-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
3-2 pitch. He's at the knees and called strike 3. Miami down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Anthony Bass has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 52, Anthony Bass.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So now to the plate, Michael Conforto. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nope,
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. is swung on and missed. Two are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in the outfielder, Jesus Sanchez.
The left fielder, Jesus.
Carrasco pauses. Here's the first pitch. Now, a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
The 0-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Magneuris Sierra will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with one away.
Magneuris Sierra.
He's set and the pitch.
Ball, that's too high.
The 1-0.
Hey.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 1-1. Now a swinging bunt. Now a flare out toward right center. McNeil ranging into the outfield. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Joe Panic.
Up next, Joe Panic. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And this is popped up. Back behind second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're still down. It's 2-0. Yimi Garcia enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Garcia.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. From the stretch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Here comes the 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Marte is right there, one down.
The batter, the catcher, James McCann.
Ready now is James McCann. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now here's the first offering.
Ball, that's off the plate.
1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. James McCann goes down for out number 2 in the top of the ninth. Luis Guillorme will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Mets, number 13.
And now the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Skied into very shallow right. Duvall is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Nothing further in the ninth for the Mets. Last chance coming up now for Miami. They trail 2-0. Seth Lugo takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
All set for the bottom of the ninth. And next will be the speed threat, John Birdie.
Second baseman, John Birdie.
First pitch on the way.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
That misses, 1-2.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Here comes the 1-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
At the plate, Jazz Chisholm. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Next to hit is Starling Marte. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. This is popped up. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The New York Mets took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Carlos Carrasco wins his 3rd of the season, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Seth Lugo hammers down the save, his 10th. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Marlins, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely. Inside the show, here's your host, Justin Allegri.
Happy Saturday morning to you. Here's the news and results from Friday. Starting off in the National League East, the Metropolitans only allowed 2 hits in the game as they took down the Fish in Miami 2-0. Josh Tomlin collected win number 2 on the year, helping Atlanta get the victory against the Pirates 2-1. The Phillies combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 4-0. The Washington Nationals totaled 11 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 6-2. Adrian Hauser earned the win, his 4th this season, as the Brewers took care of the Reds 1-0. The St. Louis Cardinals allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs 3-0. Zach Gallen grabbed the victory, his 4th of the year, leading the D-backs over the Rockies 4-0. Kyle Seager was fantastic at the plate, collecting 5 hits, helping lead the Mariners past the Padres 10-5. The Giants knocked out 12 hits as a team as they embarrassed the Dodgers 8-0. The Tampa Bay Rays launched 3 home runs as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 6-1. Jonathan Loaizaga won his first game of the season as the Yankees got the win over the White Sox 6-3. The Cleveland Indians sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed the win over the visiting Twins 8-4. Willie Castro sent 2 into the seats while driving in 6, leading Detroit to the win over Kansas City 9-2. The Oakland Athletics put together 10 total hits as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 7-2. Kyle Gibson pitched into the 9th inning with 1 earned run on his line, helping the Rangers get past the rival Astros 2-1. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.